A special Presidential Coordinating Council meeting is about to get underway virtually. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to chair the meeting with premiers and mayors to discuss the ongoing energy crisis in the country. Western Cape Premier Alan Winde says he wants clarity from the president about what is really going on at Eskom. Newzroom Afrika's Mtongana reports. Athi, good to catch up with you. Obviously, big expectations from Western Cape Premier Alan Winde, asking some tough questions of the president, presumably in the next few minutes.
That's correct, Hugo. President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to chair that special Presidential Coordinating Council meeting where they'll be discussing the energy crisis. He'll be meeting with premiers from different provinces as well as mayors, together, of course, with Eskom and key role players in this whole energy crisis that we have in the country, that, of course, being Eskom, as well as the Minister of Mineral Resources and the Minister of Public Enterprises. And what we know already is that the president has actually met a couple of other key stakeholders in the country, including labor unions and political parties represented in the National Assembly and energy experts, really in his bid to try and cushion the many industries that are heavily impacted by the load shedding that has been constantly implemented by Eskom. He met with some of them on Sunday. We spoke to the presidential spokesperson, Vincent Magwenya, who says that the president at this stage is well aware of what is actually taking place at Eskom, some of the challenges that Eskom has been battling with over the years, and what he'll be trying to do through these engagements in the next couple of days. We know that he even cancelled his trip to Davos. He is now well aware of what is happening within Eskom, and he'll be trying to appraise many of these stakeholders through this meeting so that at least these provinces or these different stakeholders can come up with contingency plans on how to actually deal with the energy crisis. For example, the Premier of the Western Cape, Alan Winde, says he's currently in talks with several other stakeholders on the side, while, of course, they wait for something tangible that will come out from government in order to resolve the energy crisis that is plaguing the country. They want, as the provincial government and even the DA in the National Assembly has on several occasions asked for this energy crisis to be declared a disaster so that emergency funds can be released. He was already talking to me about where the money will come from if they would have to install solar panels at schools, for example, and how much of a cost and a burden it would be on the provincial government if they were to look for alternative modes of powering up various industries, including the crucial industries like the education department and the health sector. But I'd like us to listen to what Vincent Magwenya had to say.
The president is fully appraised of the situation to the extent that he fully understands the nature and scale of the crisis that we are facing. More importantly, is in the driving seat with respect to finding a resolution to this crisis as quickly as possible, looking at possible and potential short to medium term measures that can be undertaken to reduce the severity of load shedding, driving the NECOM team to expedite all processes so that all elements of the energy action plan are executed timelessly and are executed with a great deal of speed and a sense of urgency. More importantly, though, Athi, I must emphasize that all stakeholder groups that have met with the president are aware in detail as to the scale and nature of the challenge. They are fully informed as to what government is doing to resolve this energy crisis, and they are also on board with respect to supporting the efforts of government through the NECOM structure and various other initiatives that are currently underway to ensure that the country has a more stable and sustainable supply of energy.
Athi Mtongana, I appreciate that conversation coming to us ahead of the Presidential Coordinating Council meeting, which is likely to get underway shortly, and that will be happening virtually.